I will say, weather is one of the most challenging parts of flight planning, especially early on. There's no shortage of data available, but the hardest part is organizing it in a way that actually supports good decisions. In this 5-minute mastery video, we're going to look at how Garmin Pilot presents weather to make it more manageable. The focus here is on strategic weather decision-making and understanding where information lives inside the app, not necessarily on learning how to interpret every single weather product. Garmin Pilot's real strength is how it brings weather together into a single cohesive workflow. In Garmin Pilot, weather shows up in 3 main places. We'll walk through each of these, starting with the main map. The map is where most pilots begin forming a strategic weather picture. Garmin Pilot allows you to enable and disable weather overlays quickly, which allows you to reduce clutter and focus only on the information you care about in that given moment. One of the most commonly used overlays is radar. When radar is enabled, you can choose the data source depending on whether you're on the ground or in the air. It's important to remember that radar data, especially sourced from FSB, is subject to latency issues. Because of that, radar should be used as a strategic planning tool rather than a way to tactically maneuver around weather in real time. Cloud overlays provide model-based information about cloud coverage and cloud tops. This is useful for altitude planning and general awareness, but it's important to remember that this data is just an advisory in nature. It's designed to support flight planning, not to provide exact conditions at a specific point in time. The icing overlay is another powerful planning tool. Here you can adjust the probability levels and altitude bands to see where icing is forecast to exist. This information is also model-based and advisory and should never replace pilot judgment. A simple rule to keep in mind is that if you're flying through visible moisture and you're at or below freezing temperatures, you're at risk of picking up ice regardless of what the icing overlay shows. This overlay helps with planning, but real-world conditions always take priority. METAR overlays provide quick, airport-specific weather information directly on the map. These color-coded dots make trends easy to spot at a glance. Green indicates VFR conditions, blue indicates marginal VFR, red is IFR, and magenta indicates low IFR. This makes it easy to see how conditions change across the region without opening individual reports. Of course, you can't always tap on a specific airport to view the decoded and the raw text METAR. There's lots of other overlays available on this map page, so I'd recommend just getting familiar with each of them and finding out which ones suit your workflow the best. What works for me may not be the best for you, and that's okay. Once you've built a general weather picture using the map, the next step is reviewing a structured weather briefing. This is where Garmin Pilot helps pull everything together in a more formal and organized way. To generate a weather briefing, we'll create a simple flight plan from Mike 17 to Kansas City downtown, Kilo, Mike, Kilo, Charlie. This is a bare-bones setup intended to only generate a briefing, not a fully detailed flight plan. Once the route is entered, we can select Create Trip and move to the Trip Planner. Inside the Trip Planner, we can open the Briefing tab. Garmin Pilot automatically generates a weather briefing for the route we just created. There are several briefing formats available, including Standard, Abbreviated, Outlook, and Classic. Personally, I tend to prefer an abbreviated briefing, especially during early planning because it helps prevent information overload while still covering the essentials. This briefing consolidates weather information that would otherwise require visiting multiple sources and presenting it in a single, structured format tied directly to your route. The weather imagery page serves a little more specialized role within Garmin Pilot. This is where static weather charts are organized and easy to access. Certain products that live here aren't easily found elsewhere in the app, such as the surface analysis charts with isobars or standalone air mats outside of the automated briefing. The weather imagery page also allows you to select forecast time and altitude chunks when applicable, which makes navigating large sets of charts far more manageable. This isn't a section that every pilot will use on every flight, but when you need specific weather products, it's an extremely efficient way to find them. It's also worth noting that these are only available from Wi-Fi, so while you can view them offline, just note that they are the last previous copies. They don't update with FSB like the other weather products. So weather never becomes simple, but it can become more organized. Garmin Pilot brings together map-based awareness, automated briefings, and specialized imagery into a cohesive workflow that helps reduce fragmentation and confusion. Instead of bouncing back and forth between multiple websites and tools, Garmin Pilot allows you to view weather in context with your route and your planning decisions. The result is weather that feels more manageable and less intimidating. In upcoming 5-minute mastery videos, we'll continue building on this foundation as we look at flight planning and other tools that work alongside weather in Garmin Pilot, so stay tuned.